Tom. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm here with Giuseppe, that is Italian painter and Italian. Oh, hey. And Giuseppe, thank you so much for accepting.
Wait, no, sorry. I think your audience wants me to say ciao a tutti, because no. They also.
How cute. No.
Ciao, it. Magnifico. Mandolino pasta. Mafia macaroni.
Okay, no? Macaroni. So thank you so much.
It's macaroni, actually, but.
Okay. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I'm really happy to be with you today.
I say thanks to you.
Yes. So can we start?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay. First question is, when did you discover that you wanted to be a painter? And do you have someone that inspired you or something like this?
Yeah, more than a painter, I discovered that I wanted to be an artist. There were two steps in this, I think. The first one, no, maybe three or more, I don't think. Because when you're little, when you're a child, the idea of creation, when it comes to you, you just make it. You don't wonder about your identity, what you're gonna do with your life. So when I was a child, I was very charmed by some exposition. Mostly there was a big one about pop art in Rome, and there were this giant painting of Kate Haring that really stuck to me, especially when as a child I discovered that they were in the street also. And so art for me, that was that thing up until that moment. Suddenly, now I come from my family, culture, etc. Were quite important, so I already had an approach to art. Okay, maybe I'm making it too long. So the question was. What made me think, okay, I'll be an artist. Okay, all this desire to create when I went out of high school. Okay, what I'm gonna do now with my life? Okay, you have to work, you have to make money. So communication design, and after a while, after 1 year or two in communication design, I realized that the project that I wanted to make were projects not made to sell more, not to make more money, not to create a story where a story there's not a story, no, like work washing, company branding, etc. So I realized that I wanted to make a project as a designer, but that in truth. That was not designing, that was making art, because when you take out the money, as the I don't think how can I say, I'm still making the same stuff, but now people consider me an artist. It's just a shift in how people perceive you. If you make beautiful thing, but you make for big company, when you make them, you think, okay, if I use this word, I'll make a fear inside the back of the head of the people listening to me, and I'll push them to do this. You see now that the act of creation is becoming something different. No, there's no. It's not that it's wrong to try to manipulate people in general. It's normal to try to manipulate people. Art manipulates people all the time. But it's different because you're not making it for yourself. Even if you're doing that for money for yourself, you're not putting something pure, something original, something that comes from you. I don't care how dark, evil it is. It's just that you're not doing that. You're thinking about how can this thing sell more, no? and I find kind of difficult to think that I don't know, Toyota advertising came from your deepest childhood memories, etc. So I think I just started from when I was a child. I wanted to make art. I didn't know that it was art. Growing up, society told me, no, you have to work to make I don't know, how can I say it? But anyway, you have to create money. And so my idea became distorted. But when I hit a big wall, that was depression, mostly because I had some legal problems. The police tried to frame me, and I was living in a bad environment with people I didn't like, and they didn't like me. So I fell in this big whole depression, and at some point when you see, why I have to suffer this much if I don't get anything back? Why should I do something I do not respect, something I do not care about, something I think it's amoral, unethical? Why should I stuck to this job? Why should I say yes, for money? I'll do anything. Why all my friends started to say, yeah, but you have to do it for money. You have to do it. It's bad, but you have to do it. If you won't do it, someone else will do it. Okay, let that someone else live that life. I want to make art since I'm living in a shithole anyway. Because I'm depressed, not because I come from a good family. So money is not that big of a problem. I'm not rich, but I can make art. So anyway, I have a problem in keeping my attention focused on one point. So my bad. Sorry, I'm not really good at giving short and plain answer. But people who interview me before usually say that I give good material later if you have time to unwrap, untangle of this sea of words. Sorry.
No,
so,
no problem.
I don't know. Next question. I don't know. I
No,
answered.
no
I did
problem.
not.
Don't worry. You have to.
I
You
didn't
have to
answer.
say.
Sorry, I can even find the camera here, so I don't know how to look you in the eye. Okay, I think it's this one. I'm looking in the eye right now.
That's okay. You're good. So let's go to the other. And do you inspire yourself in other artists? Who, like, you have something that someone that inspires you?
I'm not really a fan of artists. I love art. In general, when you start to discover things about the people, usually the things they created became tainted by their human aspect. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has an ugly side, a dirty side. Everyone is an old man inside, and also a stupid girl. I don't know. So I tried not to stuck to the idea of people and artists, etc. The ones that influenced me as a child and that they stuck to my art, where I already say the pop art, the idea that it's not the idea of, how can I say it? Anyway, pop art. So especially catering when I was a child, and I tried to mimic his aesthetic mostly. The stick figures, the funny, simple drawing. Then I discovered Burri, Fontana, etc. All this Italian avant-garde. What do you say it in English? I can't remember. Avanguardia. But anyway, So this idea that the materia, how you say materia? Materia, the stuff, no, you, not the texture.
The stuff is okay. Materia.
The materia.
Understand.
Not the texture, you know, no? Like.
Yeah, understand.
Oh shit, I can't find it. Anyway, no, the idea that it's not about, no, because with pop art, I discovered that you don't have to draw realistic, make realistic stuff, no? It's not all about Italian Renaissance art. There's more. You can convey feelings, situation. I have this image of one of the hells. I don't know. They were called hell. I don't remember. This big painting with devils of Catering, etc. And I was charmed by this vision, you know. And then the first said, no, you don't have to be realist. Then with Burri, Fontana, etc., I discovered that it's not about making a plain drawing of something, no. There's more. It's now I can put a bomb inside a violin, and you will feel the power of the explosion and the I don't know. But anyway, so this. Then there was another one that was really important for me. Shit, I have signed the name somewhere, but right now I can't find it because it's on the phone. So the group, it was Gruppo Nuovo. No, I can't remember the name. Maybe I'll text you later. Anyway, it was about video art. There were this animated carpet. No, where you stand on the carpet, they started moving, and I remember very well the sea of naked people. No, and for me, art also became a portal. No, how can you say? Not a portal. What can you say? I have probably also in Italian to say this thing, and it's not. I just thought about it maybe for the first time. Anyway, this idea of technology being used to show something new, something that entraps your attention as a human, you know, something different from your experience, and also. The erotic, no, the idea that in art, something that society is still not ready to accept in the world of art is already accepted, no? So I was a child, so I was very horny as a child. That also became something magical to me. And this brings me to our last point, most important of all. For me, art, it's all about magic, in the meaning that art, especially, it's easier to see in the conceptual art. It's just the new name we gave in the past to religion, to magic, etc., etc., etc. Shit, etc., etc., etc. And so the society changed, the zeitgeist changed, the idea of man changes. So now we can't call magic what we feel, the feeling we feel towards a certain object we had for all of our lives that our grandmother gave to us. So it's special. It has power. It's the power that it exercitates. It's a word. The power that is empowered on us viewers. No, the more an object, it's wildly an object, but also in a situation, a color, everything is recognized by a group of people as full of meaning and power. No, and it's easier, like, I don't know, one can make an easy example. I don't want to use this one. It's sad. Also, this one is really sad. Only ugly example coming to mind. Well, anyway, we'll use an ugly example. For example, you can take I don't know, Donald Trump. No, how his image changed. We saw how his image and idea in our mind changed in the over the years. No, from a billionaire, from idea of self-made, almost like a paternal figure. You see how it's used in Home Alone. No, and when it approached again in politics, no, first as a clown, etc. But then it changed again and again in our mind, the image of Donald Trump. If now I use a image of Donald Trump or something that represents him, I know that it has a meaning for the people, a meaning that it's different in America, from Europe, from etc. It depends on the group of people. If fascist people look at it, or if communist people look at it, it's no. So this is the concept is the equivalent of magic, because it's magical to think of. In the past, no, there were literally spirits and things hold the meaning, and now they don't, no, and God was something real, but it's the same, exactly same stuff. It's just the context that it's changed. No, they were not all stupid, blind, etc. When they talk about something, they were talking also about something else. Right now, if I wear, I don't know, a Prada t-shirt, no, and you come and you you break it, now you just strappare. But anyway, you ruin it, no. I feel anger, I feel shit, it's a Prada t-shirt, it worth a lot, but actually it's just cotton like any other shirt, no. So we are in the same exact situation. We are not able to go beyond. We are entrapped in the context we are living. We cannot escape the magic. No? A lot of virgolette, come si dice? I don't know how to say virgolette, but virgolette. No, we are entrapped in the value of money, society, nation, etc., etc. It's not so different from the Greek pantheon, or I don't know, the thunder. We can go back to the first man, etc. So, okay, I don't know what we were talking about. I can't
So
anyway.
you told me a lot of things, but
Yeah, but
I would ask you, okay, but that's fine. Hey,
yeah.
yeah,
Hey.
I'm seeing you again. But
No, because I have to take. Tell me.
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing you. Okay, can I ask? Right now, I'm gonna ask you about your relationship with art. What does art mean to you?
Well, I told you, part all the magic stuff, etc., etc. So it's important that thing. For me, it's something I have to do to release all the emotion I have inside. It's sometimes an act of violence to like. I don't know, like when you need to punch a wall, no? So, especially in the abstract painting I do, in fact, I need a hard surface because I hit the canvas really, really hard. Sometimes I start breaking, breaking stuff, and yeah. it happens a lot of times. So in a way, it's a way to release emotion. It's, as I told before, magic, no? A way to organize the world around us in our head, giving meaning, to understand the power and the meaning of something in your life. When I use, I don't know, I like to use a lot of object in to mixing paint and stuff, etc. To give meaning. And when you realize that that object has the meaning I need, you realize that that object has meaning for you. Now, so it's also a way to understand yourself and reality. And obviously, art is something political. If I make art and I show it to people, if it's not about how beautiful the sky, also if it's about how beautiful the sky it is, because I'm telling the sky as a value, it has to be clean, blue, etc. So also that can be a political statement. So art is always a political statement. So it bears responsibility. If you have attention, if you have to do something for the people, I think, as an artist or not, you're just an illustrator. No, that's the difference mostly for me. And well, nothing. Mostly is okay. I'm trying to not add too much stuff this time. Okay.
No problem, don't worry. So the next is how is to be an artist in Italy? What are the differences? How is to be an artist?
Difference?
Yeah.
Mostly it's just more difficult okay, we're not making a comparison between really high difference GPU countries. Right now let's move on the same horizontal class system, like I don't know, comparison to France, Germany, the rest of the rich Europe. I think it's actually way worse because Italy is a really slow country. It's slow in its in changing its idea. It's it doesn't really spend a lot of money to promote its old art. Not even that much, if you think how much it should be spent to invest. And anyway, I don't think it's the best to be an artist in Italy. Sure, you got a lot of inspiration and people give a special spot to art, but to classical art. Here in Italy, people of my generation, I'm not talking about all the people that you can understand. People of my generation still say this is art because it's a nice drawing of a person and you can recognize his face, and it's almost photorealistic, and that is art. There's no doubt about it. This is conceptual. It's not art. No. In Italy, there's really, but obviously there are a lot of safe space and pretty little islands for when you can all come and jerk off together, and they're all, okay, you're an artist, yeah, artist this, artist that, etc. But I think that if you really want to understand, if you're talking about a country, you have to see how it's perceived, and it's starting to change, but just because of the inputs from America and UK, like street art and this kind of stuff. But still, they prefer to have like a nice kitten painted on the streets, that something that makes you think. People don't think that much, especially here, because it's it's hard when you remember how much stuff, it's a mess in this country. It's really tiring. So we like to lay on in the sun. Yeah. So no, not the best. I think it's not the best in Italy to be an artist. Yeah, not so bad, but not the best. But it mostly depends on what kind of artist you are. So. And how much money do you have? Because if you have money, there's no problem. You can have much fun. All the doors of all those safe space will open your doors, and it will feel, oh, it's amazing to be an artist in Italy. Sure, I think it's amazing to be an artist in every places if you have your little garden and no money problem, etc., etc. No. I don't think it's we live in a global, we have internet. You can be influenced by something that is from the other side of the world. I don't think it's so much important
Yeah, that's it.
where you are. Mostly about your experience. So
Yeah. But imagine being an artist in Brazil. Like we don't have support by government. Government hates art. Imagine it's really worse here. But I imagine your
no, I think it's no. I think if you're looking, I told you before, we're looking at the same PL, GPU countries, because if you start to move up and down from rich to poor to middle country, it's obviously that you art is a commodity, no? So it's obviously that come in last place in the idea of people who got more serious problem, no? I never saw money from Italy, but there are, yeah, mostly from Europe or private. Yeah, the money that Italy invests in art, I told you, it's not really in art per se. So yeah, it's easier, but it's easier like anything. I think it's easier. I think it's easier to live a decent life here in Italy because there is more money. I think it's easier to not I don't know be killed because there are less murder. No, it's a whole package. It's not about art. I think I think it's bigger context, situation, etc.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no problem, I think.
So we are ending. So to finish, if you had to give an advice to people that want to be an artist, what would you say?
Okay. If one advice, one word of advice, yeah, make and consume a lot. That's all it takes. You have just to make a lot of stuff, see a lot of stuff, keep making a lot of stuff. It doesn't matter if it's bad. It doesn't matter if you just keep going and going and going. But when I'm saying, when I'm telling you to make stuff and see stuff, don't make the same stuff over and over. That's not art. That's illustration. That's artigianato, you say, handiwork. That's not art. That's the depth of your creative process. Just keep doing, and it's all. And never caring about being an artist. Just be an artist, because artist can be a job. It can be a job. You can survive with it. You can become rich with it, but it's not a job per se. It's your choice to make it a job. You can always make art. You can make world-changing art and not be an artist for money. So That's it. Don't be fooled by art history, because that's something that was written after. A lot of those people are died without being famous. So doesn't care. Just have fun. Make a lot of art.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So that's it. I've made the whole questions. So thank you so much again for sharing your.
Yeah, sorry again for my
Thank you.
way of talking. Ciao. It was a pleasure.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao a tutti.
Bye.